What? Man, I had an intro and then producer Gary said quick 2-minute practice and I said, and that is my life. That is
That's a minute and a half too long.
absolutely ask my wife.
Should I? I mean, I need something to keep myself occupied in the afternoons. So, I mean, maybe that's a thing.
This is my real intro that I was going to do. Welcome to your good friend Ryan and Uncle Brando's Political Power Hour, where it's all religion and politics on the internet. Nobody's going to get mad. Also,
Yeah!
Also, the CCO Pre-Show for episode 490. Are we on?
On?
Okay.
490?
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Brought to you by the wonderful patrons at patreon.com/CCO Podcast.
Or else. See, we had to make it political, and so I said Jesus instead of holy shit. That was religious. And then I said or else, and that makes it political.
Jesus shit.
Yeah.
Wait a sec.
He did.
That
Listen, he gave up a weekend for our sins, okay?
Yes.
Because he came back after 3 days.
Yeah, he had a long weekend.
Yep.
I probably felt extra long for him, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's
Let's
true.
be honest, yeah.
That's true. Time does flow differently in the abyss. We learned that in Dante's Inferno.
Yes, I suppose so. You know what? No, that's a whole rabbit hole. We're not going to
No, it's not a rabbit hole. It's more like a pit. Like a
Yes, and it can
a spiraling.
consensually
concentric circles.
concentrically getting smaller circles.
Descending. Yeah, like those that toy that everybody had when they were a kid, like the little thing that you stacked the rings on, but upside down.
Oh, yes, I was thinking of Kerplunk.
No, that's where you pull the sticks out and the marbles fall down.
I know, but also a great biblical hell analogy. Do one thing wrong, pull out the stick, marble falls down, kerplunk, in hell forever.
That's the truth. Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Didn't get baptized when you were a baby? Kerplunk, first circle.
Yep.
Stole from your neighbor? Kerplunk, fourth circle.
Is it? The fourth circle is theft? I thought fourth circle was the suicides, where they turned you into a tree and they had the dogs that ran around your roots, but the roots was your body
is
and it
that
would rip
3
it
or
all
4?
up.
I know that lust is 2. I know that
A tornado full of unborn babies.
fraud is way down
Yeah,
there.
fraud is the bottom one.
Fraud is the bottom.
Yep.
That's kerplunk with
Is-
a capital P.
Is fraud the number one sin? Like the worst thing you can do? Betrayal is the worst thing you can do to somebody, hey?
Well, yeah, like betrayal is like it's a 3-in-1, isn't it? And fraud is one of them.
Yeah. That's why Judas is like just up Satan's ass for eternity. I know that he's eating him, but it's funnier to think he's up Satan's ass.
He's eating his ass.
That's
yeah,
probably way worse.
And people like that. That's not hell for a lot of people now. I think they got to like redo some of the punishments.
We got to remember, Satan was like up to his waist in ice, right? So like if you were up his ass, that means you'd like your
Eating
feet,
his popsicle ass.
your feet would be sticking out, right? And they'd be real cold. And cold feet are the worst.
Absolutely.
Plus, the top half of your body is in somebody's ass. That would suck. Like, I mean, no kink shaming in the nation, but like the whole top half of your body, like from like your chest down up somebody's ass, that would be sucky.
A Satan popsicle ass eating power bottom.
No, you'd be the stick.
And you'd
You'd be a popsicle stick, is what you'd be.
and you'd never have inflammation because you're literally cold the whole time.
Yeah.
This is okay.
Yes.
This is okay.
Man, neither one of us are mad, and we talked about religion. Go us.
That was religion?
Well,
That was definitely religion.
Satan's a religious figure, is he not?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was. And hell's a religious
Place?
concept.
Concept.
Construct. There we
Yes.
go. Right? It's all in the realm.
That's it.
Now for political. No, I got this.
got
I'm
this?
going to say the same thing that I said on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network flagship Your Show over the weekend. We just had a political election here in Canada.
We did.
Elected a prime minister, and everybody's okay. And big shout out to all the people that worked on the election to make it go smoothly. And everybody had a good day, and we're fine, as it should be. It was actually
Did
anticlimactic.
everybody have a good day, though?
Everybody had a great day. Everybody had a wonderful day. If they lost, maybe they had a shitty day. And you know what? Fuck them. They're losers.
The guy that lost actually lost his seat. He's not even a politician anymore.
Yeah.
Bad he lost. would you feel? Yeah, I'm going to run the country. Just kidding. I'm going to go work at Home Depot.
Yeah. No.
Well, speaking of winning and losing, we've got a winner for last week's pre-show.
Oh, shit. What did they win?
A CCO sticker pack.
Ooh.
A CCO booster pack. Wait a second. A CCO token pack.
Yeah.
Or a crummy old pack of magic cards. Yeah. I don't
Producer
know.
Gary knows.
And last week's winner did the thing where we say, make sure if you're the winner, you send us an email at commandercookout.com with your name that you won, what prize you won, or if you want to donate it, and your frickin' address.
Yeah.
Because the guy who won last week told us what he wanted, didn't give his address. Happens all the time, even though we say it every week.
Yep. Who was it?
So this week's winner, Andeek9821.
Andeek 9-1. Cool.
Yes, I'm sure that's all of his real name and the period in there after the K, totally part of his name.
Definitely.
He was talking about being the guy who did have a workshop and played workshop and or won games with Mishra's workshop.
Oh, cool. Good for him, man. That's neat.
Yeah, he either had one or it was in a cube or...
He's like the guy that had one. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I've played against workshop 2 times ever, lost both games.
I've played against it no times ever, so I have no frame of reference. I assume it's probably a bad card or it would show up more often, right? Like if it's so good, why aren't people playing it? That's right. You heard it here first.
We're going to talk about that a little bit. We had some comments last week about like the old RC not banning stuff that was expensive to avoid confusion. Like, is this card good? Oh, I should probably find out what this card is or want it to get unbanned. And then they look up the price. And anyway, it was a whole thing last week.
Okay.
This week,
We're going to learn about that. We're going to do that on the regular show.
yeah, we'll do it on the regular show because I've got some ideas or thoughts from last week that we didn't get to when we took over an hour last week to go through all the new game changers.
It's just the cards and stuff.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to any of my notes to ask you about like overarching changes to the format, changes to your decks,
Yeah.
and I guess the little bit of the philosophy change with the bracket rules set, focusing more on intention instead of actually, and this sounds weird, actually what the rules are.
Yeah.
And I feel like a month ago or 6 weeks ago when whenever it was when we talked about
a
it,
while ago.
I feel like we really focused on intention because we locked on to your bellow deck being a 1,
It's a 1.
but really it plays more like a 3 or a 4.
Yep.
And it's a 1.
It's a 1.
And then we memed on the all game changers deck list actually
Yeah.
being a 1 because it's a theme deck.
Because it's so bad, too.
Intention versus like letter of the law is
Yeah.
what Gavin wanted to emphasize. And I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Because we're almost good at this.
I
Almost.
don't know. We should stick to politics and religion. Yeah.
Let me hit you with something that
Okay,
I
yeah.
wanted to ask you about this.
You said you had a story or a question or something.
So we're at EDH now,
Yes.
and I'm playing AV. AV is my everything costs 7 storm deck.
Okay.
So it storms with spells that cost 7.
Mono green,
Mono green,
ooze, storm.
stupid stuff.
Okay.
My opening hand is 4 forests,
Mm-hmm.
food chain,
Oh,
Genesis wave,
well, that's good.
and another card.
Sure.
The other card doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was the Gaia's Cradle creature, whatever that is. The one that taps for creatures, the elf for green that
Yep.
taps for a number of creatures. I'm thinking, this hand is perfectly fine,
Yeah.
right? Like this is a perfectly serviceable card. So turn
Yeah.
1, I draws my card, and it's a 1-drop elf. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
How convenient.
Okay,
It's
so-
almost like you put that in there a purpose.
Right? So it goes in and it goes down. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So next turn I can just play a food
forest.
chain and then win on turn 3. That'd be pretty good.
Can you do that though?
Yep.
How you do?
Well, you play food chain on turn 2, and then you play a land on turn 3 and play AV and win.
Okay. Food chain on 2, then you along with a forest.
Yep.
So you'd have forest, elf,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you cast food chain.
Mm-hmm.
Then turn 3, you go forest,
Mm-hmm.
elf.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Food chain the elf,
food chain the elf.
and then
So you actually get
you tap the
2. So you'd go up to 5.
Yep.
Is that what AV costs?
Yep.
And then you sacrifice AV to herself
Yep.
and get extra mana. Does
Mhm.
AV give you creature ETB?
ETB more creature.
ETB more creature equals storm.
Yep.
Ah,
And
so
then-
yeah. Okay, I understand. How do you?
Here's what I didn't
Oh,
do.
because then you use the
tokens.
the gen wave to create.
No, you just keep moving AV and AV tokens until I can make infinite AVs.
Yeah, but
With
they
the
don't got
food chain.
haste. What if somebody goes Wrath of God?
It's turn 3.
Okay.
They just won't. And if they do, I'll just do it again next turn until they run out of Wrath of God.
Oh, shucks. It's almost like Food Chain's a powerful card. You can't actually Food Chain into the gen wave anyways because it can only be spent to cast creature.
Correct.
Yeah.
Unless you just do it a whole bunch of times and then you... Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
The point is, I didn't do that.
Oh,
I didn't do that.
you sandbagging son of a gun.
Why was the game was going well. People were
Sure.
getting set up. It's like, okay, this is looking like it's going to turn into a good game.
Mhm.
So I takes it up to, in turn like 4, I drew a Defense of the Heart. We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Ooh.
And I played Defense of the Heart. And in my mind, in that deck, I don't have like 2 creatures that come into play and make me win.
Okay.
I
What are you bad?
I don't. Because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want
Yeah.
that deck to do
I
that.
get you.
And that's what I says. I tell Corey and Alex and Ben, this is what's going on. I don't think I have any 2 creatures that just come in and make me win, especially with this board state. And then they just continue to go up creatures until one of them has 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes around to my turn, I sack my Defense of the Heart.
It's probably important to mention that Corey, Alex, and Ben are all known players that you play with, especially
Yeah.
quite a bit in our local meta. They
Yes.
are all guys that you know and who have played against this deck
Yeah,
before.
they all know what this deck does.
Okay.
So I goes into my deck and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. And Corey goes, well, do you have Nyx Bloom Ancient? That makes all of your mana sources tap for triple mana.
Ooh, yeah, good card.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. That's cool. So I pulled that one. I was like, yeah, I'll get that one. That's probably a really smart idea. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. And I have that one that whenever a non-token creature comes in, you can pay 2 and make a copy of it. Whatever that thing is. People out there, they know. And I'm like, oh, if I get these and put them in at the same time, that ability will go on the stack. I'm going to tap 1 forest for 3. I'll make 2 Nyx Bloom Ancients, and all my forests are going to tap for fucking
6.
9.
9.
Because it's not an additional 3, it's triple.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that brings me up to 5 creatures. So my frickin' Gaia's Cradle elf and my real Gaia's Cradle that I'd also drawn at that point tap for like 25. So yeah, this is going to be real good. So anyway, I gen waved for 90 and
You milled yourself.
put my whole deck into play.
Oh, dude, did somebody make you draw a card?
And everybody,
Oh, I want that so bad.
and what actually happened was everybody looked really sad
Yes.
and scooped up and was like, "Bro, that was fun." On like turn 6, gen wave for 90, turn 6.
It's quite a bit.
Now,
What's the question?
the question is, I definitely could have done worse in this situation. They
Yep.
didn't know that, but I definitely could have gone faster.
And Ben's probably watching right now thinking, that son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
he sandbagged beating me 3 turns earlier. That fuck.
Sandbag beating me worse.
And
Yep.
am I an asshole for doing that? Like, should I have done that? Like, should I have just found like a mana guy and a fucking ooze? Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Like, I had an opening to absolutely win the game with a card that was in my hand, not with the cards that I found, but the cards that I found enabled the card in my hand to make me win the game. Do I sandbag another card in order to make what could have been a good game continue to be a good game at the expense of literally my game plan? Like, I could waste this Defense of the Heart and then fuck around for a while and then like
Well, that's
gen
when-
wave for 10,
Yeah, which is probably enough, honestly.
which probably also would have did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, am I the dickhead for like, am I a jerk for doing that?
Listen, this is what I say all the time whenever I talk about this kind of stuff is this is why Magic is so rich and deep and complex and requires thought and emotional intelligence and experience. Okay, so and why I keyed on to immediately right when the story started, these are people that you know and play with frequently enough that they know what this deck is about.
Yeah.
And Food Chain just put on the Game Changers list, apt example.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. Because of reasons exactly like this.
Because of literally what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So to do that and say, hey guys, da-da, turn 3, I win. Right? Like,
Ta-da!
show your whole ass.
Yeah.
And to say, like, do it or don't do it. I don't think either is 100% incorrect. Now, it changed. Literally any one variable changes what the answer is. If there was, like, if you were playing with my son or F.U. Smitty's son.
Right. Oh, then I just
Well-
turned 3 on.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
Welcome to magic.
and that's again why it's so deep and rich, complex, nuanced is maybe you do that to show them, hey, like, fuck, check this out,
Yeah.
right?
Watch
Maybe you
this.
don't do that because he got stomped 4 times already by somebody Antique 9821 playing fucking
Mishra's
workshop,
Workshop, yeah.
right? Like, maybe you don't do that, and sandbagging is the correct answer. And then Gen Wave for 90
Yeah.
makes for a cooler story, and he doesn't even know about food chain. He doesn't even
Yeah.
know that, right? And the other thing that pops off right into my head right off the bat is turn 6 in a game where you guys all know each other and know what the other guys are playing. I don't think that that's way too early, especially if you don't have a haste enabler.
Did.
You did, but
Yeah.
you didn't say you did. So,
Well,
especially if you didn't.
In that situation, my whole deck comes into play.
You have a
Obviously,
concordant
I do,
crossroads.
so that I can tell people, yes, I win now.
Yes,
'Cause
yeah,
you have to
okay.
do that.
Yeah, because you built your deck right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have a concordant crossroads. Fucking congratulations.
Yeah.
Put it on the game changers list.
No, don't.
No, don't. Maybe you just win. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing that you say at the start of the game. Hey guys, this is my AV deck. I know you've played against it a whole bunch of times. I'm just reminding you that there's a food chain in here that combos with my commander. If I draw it in my opener, I'll show it to you and shuffle it back in. Some people do that with Soul Ring.
Yep.
And that's why experience is important, to even know that this kind of pregame conversation is a good one to have, or one that you can have, to know that some people do that with Soul Ring. Hey, no Soul Rings on turn 1, right? Like, some play groups do that. So were you the asshole? No. And because you didn't combo on turn 3. Were you the asshole? No, because you like, turn 6 is probably an okay time to win.
I did my favorite thing with one of my favorite cards.
Yeah,
I mean, I
and
know that's only fun for me, but the point is I got to do it.
well, yeah, and that's the thing. If your favorite thing to do with your favorite cards is win very quickly, that's part of the conversation. Hey guys, I really love this card. Genwave's my favorite card. The goal is to, like, combo and Genwave as soon as possible, and then I have to kill you immediately because my whole deck will be in my battlefield and I'll lose if I can't kill you. So
Correct.
if anybody has a Wrath of God or instant speed, anything,
Yeah, if you have a fog, I lose.
if you have a...
Ooh, is there a bug?
There's a bug.
Oh, maple bug on my head?
There was a maple bug.
Fuck, I hate spring. Bring back winter.
Nope. Yeah,
10th
so
winter,
I
baby.
don't know if
I feel
pretend you're playing with strangers. Were you the asshole? No, but you should probably cover that, and you would with the bracket rules and the game changers in your deck. Like, this is why I'm an advocate for these rules being in place, and the start and the bracket saying this deck's a 4. It, like, should be part of playing Magic, because you could potentially avoid feeling like an asshole or being labeled an asshole because you had literally a 10-second conversation. Hey, letting you know I'm playing EV, whatever her name is.
Yep.
There's a fucking food chain in my deck. So if you see it, probably kill it because I'm going to try and combo with it.
Yep. Didn't even need it.
Didn't even, yeah,
Didn't even need it.
Yeah, you didn't.
Gen
even
Wave
get-
for 90? It'll get you there.
Yeah, and maybe enough creators and people and feedback from the commander areas at Magic Cons and stuff say, like, Defense of the Heart should be a game changer. It's just like Tooth and Nail. Maybe Tooth and Nail should be a game changer, like Natural Order is, like Worldly Tutor is.
Probably should be, actually.
You think so?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Natural Order, you mean? Like actually Natural Order?
No, Defense of the Heart should be a game changer, for sure. I think it
I
should
got him
be.
this time. He's on the green screen now.
What a piece of shit.
God, frick.
The moral of the story is the next game we played 5 games last night.
Oh, wow.
The last game was another AV game because I ran through my rotation.
Yeah.
Back to AV. My first opener that I drew, and I'm never gonna see this again. So if Corey or Ben or Alex are watching this, you fucking owe me. It was Forest, Sol Ring, Emerald Medallion, defense of the heart, and who fucking cares what else? Because that's
pretty
a
good.
turn 2 defense of the heart answer, and I'm going to do the exact same fucking thing to you guys. But I didn't.
That's
I just
pretty cool.
threw the whole hand back, drew a new one. Still almost got him, though. It was pretty good.
and
Yeah.
You know what? I think in that situation, this is what I would do, especially if it was second game and you just dumpstered them the previous game, turn 3 or turn 6, don't care. When you get dumpstered that bad,
Yeah.
I think you go, oh man, look at this hand. I'm not going to keep this. It's not even fun for me because you're going to get fucking dumpstered and I'm not even going to get to play Magic because I'm going to get the same 2 cards I just got. And there's no variety. There's no fun. There's no competition.
I'm going to turn you guys into ass.
Gooey ass.
Yep.
Yes. So
With a fucking guy in it.
frozen guy.
See, we're going back to the...
Yes.
It's a callback joke.
Yeah. I'm going to... Yeah. Yes. I think you show them and say, I'm going to throw this back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it live free in the wild. It'll never happen again. Fuck you, man. Sorry. I hate maple bugs.
Oh, man.
Gary refuses to kill them.
We'll be killing it. We'll be killing it.
Anybody?
It does.
They hurt my feelings.
They hurt the environment.
They say bad things to us when they fly around. You can't hear it on the camera on these mics, but do you know what that bug was saying?
Go to hell.
No, that was just Jake the Snake Plant.
Oh, fucking
Jake the Snake Plant. Yeah, we'll see him on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got the conclusion to the new and improved and updated game changers and bracket system and stuff.
Yep.
And maybe some stories on how it all kind of is going to shake out for us. There's a couple Vegas updates.
Yep.
And I don't know. That's all I got.
Hit our theme song?
Bye-bye.